Hello, everyone. Welcome to NLL Echoes. Conley Mugabi, CMK. I'll be your host. On my immediate left is Nwajira Stephen. Call him Nwaji. Call him Dr. Nwajira. Call him Stevo. In the middle is Mark Van Guma. Okay, this one is a commoner. One-time champion, two-time coach of the season, Van Guma, ladies and gentlemen. At the very extreme end, five-time finalist, three-time champion, four-time. There's the time they awarded themselves at Nambole. Do we still count it? No, now that they won, we wrote it off. By no, Brian, the Invincible. Welcome to the podcast. I'll give a shout out to our sponsors, our partners, Big Shots, thank you. Deep and Media, thank you very much. We also have Online Chupa, guys. Of course, it is not a podcast unless we have an item. So we'll have this from our partner and sponsor, Online Chupa, Guy Niwe Msiasho. Hey, take the honors, please. Acha.
Online Chupa.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Online Chupa. Anyhow, we are making a recap of season 14.
Yep.
Ntare League celebrates 10 years of existence. We've played 14 seasons. We've been to Nambole, we've been to Chadondo, we've been to Kings Park, we've been to James Cambridge, we've been to Kacheka, we've been to Ntare Wat Pit Stop, and of course, the most recent, IPRC. Let's make a recap of season 14. The roadmap is out. Everyone wants to go to Kigali to play a final. No one wants to just go for a dinner. People are shopping, signing players. Very many things are happening. That's something called blood money. Nwajira, blood money. Tell us about blood money.
I'm very surprised Maguma is saying he didn't know people are signing players because there's no blood money without Kabali FC.
What is
You
it?
see, Kabali has a gentleman in there called Kanayo Brian.
Is it
Okay.
I'm told he invested about 50 million, Kabali FC, to get shirt sponsorship, and out of that 50 million,
What?
49 was spent on players.
We are doing about the league budget.
No.
Or Kabali
FC
budget.
What's
That
going
money
on?
is doesn't even have league fees on it. It's just sign players. Kanayo says, I've given you 50 million, give me a shield winning team.
Okay.
Left everything to Maguma. They signed everyone they could get. They're the genesis of blood money. When everyone discovered what Kabali FC was doing, they woke up. They got a
Were
woke up
they
call.
the blood money sheikhs?
Exactly.
With Mark Guma.
Kabali FC signed at first
Okay.
it was 15 players. So when things didn't go well for them and there are changes in playing format, that's when they realized 15 members could not work. So they sent away some guys, got some refunds here and there. Some guys finessed them, but they had bought 15 players.
15 players.
Uh,
Eventually, they end up with how many?
I think eventually they ended up with about 7, 8.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is news to me. What are you saying, Yuma?
Bayon, Adeleo,
Adeleo.
That's what you mean by signing.
Goodman.
Oh, good man.
Who else was there?
Adeleo.
Mugume.
Fiki.
Mugume Atwine. Mugume
I think
Atwine.
there's Fiki somewhere.
Afro-mans. You know that Afro boy of
Yeah.
Mugume Atwine?
Okay. Fiki somewhere.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Mafiki Zolo.
Who are these people you talk of?
Now those are the 8 or 7 that stayed. The total number is 15. So some stayed, some left. I told you they got some refunds. Some boys finessed them, but they had spent 49 million out of the 50 that Brand gave them. That's just Kabali. There's Nshera FC.
Ishera.
So man,
Now, when you combine Kabadi and Nshera,
This is former NATO.
these two teams are the reason at some point people were saying
What is happening?
Ntare League is better than UPL because people are spending a lot of money. You see, finding a team spending 50 million on just signings, no league fees, no operating budget,
But Nshera
50
didn't
million
sign
on
as
signings.
much.
Nshera did
I
sign
think Nshera
anyone.
only added 9 players.
You see, Nshera signed almost the entire 10 that were needed. If those changes in playing format had not come in,
Okay.
Nshera was going to field 10 new faces. No Nshera player.
Konkashi.
Easy.
I'll get to you by no.
So when
How's
you
that?
say blood money, when you
What
say
this
blood
man is
money and you
talking
don't
about?
mention Nshera and Kabadi, I don't understand.
There's a boy they signed from Kafoots. He's yet to play his first game. Mbakitakai.
Kadu
play?
Wankorota guy.
Eh?
Which
Wankorota.
team?
We're talking about Nshera and Kabadi.
Which team signed someone from Kafoots?
That's from Zuma.
Yeah.
Van Guma, pick it up. Blood money.
I
Talk about
honestly-
blood
I
money.
honestly don't
You don't need to
understand.
defend. Don't defend nothing.
No, not
Tell me
defending
about
anything.
blood money.
I honestly want to know why Tiwayo Mujuma is witch hunting FC Kabali. We just
I
all we do
don't
in,
represent TY here.
all we do in this league is put good into the league. Everyone who comes play for us loves the community, loves the vibe, loves the passion of what we bring to this entity, the
Loves
Ntare
the
Lions
leaks.
Lions
Loves
League.
the leaks.
However, you talked about a certain player. Now it has jogged my memory. Omujuma decided to hoard talent last season. They did not even just sign players. They hoarded talent so that other clubs will not have these
Chifidi,
players.
sir.
The player you're talking about, I think, is a left back. I've forgotten his name.
Collins.
It's called
Collins.
Very talented boy. Was one of the most outstanding players over the past 3 seasons in
Deceive.
Kafubs.
Deceive.
They
Yet to
just
play
got
a
him
minute.
to warm the bench.
You're lying.
They bought someone called Pogba, a form for Vakis. Someone is in S4, no results yet, is playing in the Lions League.
I'm
Yet
told he got his results in Chigali
he found his results.
when they were playing the final at halftime.
But what are we doing here? They signed Mombere Amos from Boshe. How do you
From
sign?
Boshe.
How do you sign from your elders? How much money does it take
Who is this
for you
Shea?
to sign?
Who is the investor in
Omujoma.
TY
You cannot mention anyone
that
in
beats
TY.
Bonshe money?
You see
What I think,
how I mentioned Kanayo brand in Kabali FC, and I could mention about 10 sheikhs in Nshera FC. You cannot mention one.
You've not mentioned any.
if I'm to talk about the
So who
cartel
secured
of
the
Omujoma,
loans?
we would spend here the whole day or the whole evening. I don't know. If I'm to talk about the cartel, there's a syndicate of about 4 members.
So TY has a vacuist. They acquire someone from Bonshe.
They have two vacists.
Two vacuists.
Which ones are those?
Pedro Jose, who is in Form 3.
We don't know at this
He
rate.
comes every Saturday.
Maybe we need to appeal to the committee and they make some
Okay,
criteria
leave
and all that.
Jumas. Leave Jumas.
Yeah.
Talk about Chanchas. Kachanchali.
Okay, me to me, Kachanchali, but they had too many signings also. Now come to think of it, they had about 7, 8 new faces, very young kids, vibrant, energetic, sprinters. I don't know how their season went. I think it went a bit better than ours. I
5,
don't-
6.
5, 6, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Ah.
Around there. Not bad.
But
Not
they,
bad.
they had a good number of players, just that I don't think they pumped in a lot of money. What they pumped in, what did they do?
Now, they have their guy, their sheikh.
Their contracts.
It's called Joshua.
Joshua.
Many guys
Mubumba.
know him as Mubumba.
Boomba.
Former
did.
food
Now,
prefect.
Mubumba came on board.
Aye.
Yeah, Mubumba
Matoke.
came on board as their sheikh this season.
Aye.
And he promised the guys that the package is for pox. Cages. Told the young boys, every goal, a kg
Fresh
of
meat.
pork.
Anasis,
meat.
Chikarai.
Chikarai. Uh-huh.
Hey,
Anasis Kachumbari.
kachumbari. Oh, do a dribble, some wogos. So for them, their strategy was Katuri Sabat.
Yeah, but
That was
Chachali FC, must be
Kachanchali
nice.
FC. I think.
I think now I understand the energy those guys played us with. You know, game week 2, we're playing Kachanchali, and our chances, our hopes of playing the final were almost
What was the
faded.
result?
Lost
2-1,
2-1
I
to
think.
Kachanchali. We didn't know where that energy from Kachanchali came from. Nick Mugera was bossing that midfield. Man was expecting some kachumbari there, some wogos.
By no.
Nick is MVP's brother.
MBB's brother.
Ah, yeah.
So the Pox.
Were the motivation.
The Pox were head of blood.
Seruo squad.
I don't
a
tell me
header,
about
brilliant
Machado.
header.
Tell me about Machando.
Ichando.
Chandos.
Now, Machando,
Chandos.
I think, were the most bloody shakes that we've ever seen in the league. First of all, they had come off a very lucky Champions League season where they made it to the final by chance. And then, somehow, the league gave them league fees for 2 seasons. So they had,
2 seasons.
yeah, for making it to the final.
Making it to the semis, then final.
Yeah, making it to the semis and finals. So, Machando didn't have any league fees to pay. So what they did, they got 1 million shillings and gave it to Nshaka. And they signed all their good players. They picked out all the cream and they left them with clean.
But playing one number, I'm told.
They
took all the midfielders.
They forgot to get a keeper. So they got all the good guys, left there the Cleaves, these other young boys of
That
the
season
Nshaka.
was epic.
So that's how Machando ended up with the Arrods, the Titus, Kante. They had an entire select. But of course the results
Ezra.
were Ezra. You can't finish them. Better,
Gift
a
of
former
Kazo,
midfielder ended
Gift
up
of Kazo.
in
That
defense.
is a very, very solid player. Eh?
Gift.
He's a very, very, very talented
No
boy.
one is talking about Kafubs. Kafubs didn't. Kajogo signed King Abraham. I don't know at how much.
King Abba.
Then my very own team, Gudus.
They signed you.
Mugudu.
You wanted us to talk about you that you are also signed.
What was
Volume.
your contract saying?
This man's role in Mugudu
I play.
is to carry Kasheka's boots.
Bro,
That's why they signed him.
Bro, Akorota.
Let's say the
My
truth.
contract was clear. I play when I want.
Okay.
When it rains, I don't play.
Okay.
When we are
Facilitation?
less, I don't play.
Facilitation.
Facilitation, leaks.
Leaks.
But you guys, you forget one team that had blood money. Up to now, they still have blood money. Bonshe. They went to the Renzururu kingdom and signed a young man called Muhindo. First of all, that man was supposed to go to Nshira.
Wasn't
So,
he in Ishara
What do you
previously?
mean
Yeah,
by
he was in
supposed?
Nshira before. Then Aroriza is some guy in the league.
Big president.
Just picked up the phone and
He was like, you man,
come here.
Kampala. The man he had enrolled to go into the army and Aroriza brought him back. That's blood
That's
money.
Bonshe.
Every game he scored a goal.
Mungerezas abazibu. Remember, Munge is acquiring all the blood money of Bruno
Purchasing
for
power.
Ebichunchu,
of
purchasing power. Did they invest wrongly? What was the problem with Abazibu?
I think they had a good season. They had a good season for
Decent season.
because at least all the signings they made, they played well. I think Abazibu is one of the best. Like they scouted well. Maybe they are 60%.
The
let them down.
Mazembe.
However, there's one team that you've forgotten to mention. I think you have some ties to it.
Tsianga.
No, season 13 champions, SC Kalele.
SC Kalele.
Kalele came with a goal to win it back to back. That is one of the hardest feats to do in Ntare Lions League, to win it back to back. I don't think it has been done before. Even the guys who won a one-day gala, who are those guys? The Kashoro.
We didn't do that
I
gala
don't
again.
think people have won it back to back. Kalele goes and they shop. Not many players, they were like 4.
Shops
Number
They were
one.
very intentional.
Taus.
They kept the marksman, Aaron and Daura. That was brilliant. Brilliant move. I don't know how other teams failed to get him.
Kept Mark
Two.
Alvin.
They kept Mark Alvin,
Alvin.
Kateva's boy. Kateva will tell you about that man one day. They bought Kule Jr. from the Vichunchu team. That is a very, very
Kule.
solid, dependable right and
He
left
was in
back.
Abashwechi.
He was with Abashwechi
Kule.
Yeah.
till they ran out of money.
Abashwechi that
Abashwechi.
crumbled
Yeah.
halfway of the other
Yeah,
side.
till they ran out of money.
Ah,
The Ashoti of Coach Derek Andrew.
And
Derek
Sheikh,
Andrew.
Sheikh Bishanga.
Notes 442.
Shebi Shanga.
Sheikh.
but then they bought one extra player who honestly let us down this season because of I know him to be a talented boy.
Who is this?
There's a boy called there's a boy called no, not Taus. Taus is the bus hiring service.
Taus.
It's called Antonio. He comes from Barara. Very talented boy.
Antonio.
Haram football. But Haram football that's
108
effective.
kgs.
Yes.
Why did you call him Tausi?
No, I did. Why wouldn't I call him that? It's
Anyway,
not me. It's not me.
gentlemen.
But he
So
had a bad
guys
season.
have invested.
Yeah.
Guys have invested, and a general meeting sits. Something called 60-40 comes up. Bino, I'll pick it up from there. Let's talk 60-40.
So 60-40, I think came in after guys were scared that teams were going to demolish them. For example, like the teams that I've mentioned, the Machandos,
The Omujumas,
Omujumas,
the
the
Sheraz.
Shera was killing the league.
Shera. Okay, if you guys insist. So
Body FC,
they
15 players.
hold an AGM. They're like,
love
you
the
know what?
project.
Let's cap these guys.
Okay.
So they say you must have 60% members of your regional year, then 40% of the others, the people they like to call NATO. So they come, they want to know Zien Shera. Of course, us we wanted around 70-30 to balance, because we are growing old. We are old men now.
You wanted 70-30.
Yeah.
70 of the
70 originals and 30
Lies.
young boys.
Lies.
People
So
today are just telling
anyway,
lies on on this platform. Eh?
we go for the AGM, but no see. They voted, guys went against us and they voted 60-40.
And
Like
celebrated.
and they forgot that we have Rabbito
Leave Rabbito.
in the originals.
No, you had a cheat code. You made a comeback.
Are
Paka Kakanju. Where did you guys get Chris from?
he's our boy.
Where
We're
was
with him
Chris?
in
Where
Ntare.
was Chris all along?
He was around.
I've never seen that guy in my life. He
He
has
was
one
around.
name. It's called Chris.
What's his other name?
On his national ID is
He's
Chris.
called Chris, but in such he has another name that starts with Asingwile.
Kakulia.
Asingwile Chris.
No.
But in such, hey, we were with him in class. He's our boy, but he had never played.
I'm told he was in Agri.
He used to play in
Connie.
Chapa League.
Connie.
But because you were fired from Chapa League, you can't know.
Ekatugumaha bro.
Connie.
You can't
As
know.
in that 60-40 AGM, for me, I was genuinely scared when one man, Elijah, of Ntare FC, got up and said, members, let us not rush. You can't propose 60-40 at this point. We're just
We are not
starting
ready.
out. Let's not run. So for me, I propose 70-30.
The 70 is
70 being add-ons, 30 pure.
so that
That's
was
a lie. Why are you lying?
that was Oringo
at
Peter.
first-
Platform,
At first,
One man.
at first, as I wanted to believe him, I said maybe he has genuine interest, like he's concerned about the league, because elders were saying they can't match the energy of youngins.
True.
So I thought he had the league at heart.
Okay.
But then I went back and counted the members Ntare FC had signed that season. Olugai, Katembeko.
Wait. I thought Olugai was
Seven
original
in total.
Shera.
Olugai is
Seven
part
in
of us.
total.
He's
There
an
are
original.
seven
Olugai
members
is
in
not
total.
original Shera.
Olugai
one
is not.
man's-
Olugai is older than Oringo.
Olugai is Kasasi FC.
Yeah.
The 70% was covering the 7 members that Ntare FC had signed that year.
Okay.
So
So the 30
back
was
and 30% was
one man,
Oringo Tite,
one man,
one man Elijah, and
Alishe.
Alishe.
done.
Done.
No Koyo.
Bino
We have
was not going to
Sheldon
smell
Mujas.
bench. Bino Brian was not smelling bench in that squad.
I was injured the whole of last season.
Thanks to 60-40, you made it to the bench.
We injured. Have to emphasize that. Hard.
Van Guma,
Yes.
60-40. Tell me about TY.
I don't know, on this planet, I've never seen a team more gifted with a better 60% outfit. TY can field a 60% team that can go on and probably even beat their 60-40 combined team if TY could trust its own players. So for them, they were okay with any rule that would come because they could field a team. They have about 10 talented midfielders, not talented centre back maybe, but still this team has MVP and Kagezi. Do you know what it means of MVP and Kagezi?
Tebas wa Mukorachi.
Oh my
Very
Okay, he
solid
tries, he
defender.
tries.
Very solid
just
defender.
tries.
Now you see, Tebas's understudy is Taiwa Kevin.
But Taiwo has more ball than
Very
Tebas.
hard guy.
How can your understudy have more ball than you the study? They call you the study. Eh.
Okay, so TY
TY could field its
60-40.
own team. Even if
They
they
could
said
do anything.
100% pure, they could
Who's
still go
affected
for it.
most? Where does this leave Mungereza? Where does this leave Shimba? The elders. Where does this leave Kafubs, Bonshe?
Kanoga, Shimba. You see, if as a team, Washangambu, you go to Nakasongola. Ukiya yobi. Just kulemesa TY5.
No one is the Shimba. No one is the B. Shimba.
I don't know if it's Shimba or
BA and Bandit.
No one is the B.
or
It was Mose.
There's a rumor. There's a rumor that
That's a rumor.
Mose the Shimba guy.
Mose
Confirmed, it's not
Asimwe.
confirmed.
Mose the Shimba guy.
Mose of
That's just a
Machando.
rumor.
Agent Mose.
What interest did he have?
He wanted to go to the final.
any point you dropped, they could have made it to the final with a win.
Ntare Lions League them 3-0.
You know
How
those
would they
box on
still make
offer.
it to the final?
The cages were up there. By the okay, guys, minus the whole thing of 60. I think 60-40 has to be one of the best things that happened to the league.
Rushed but good.
If you take away the whole selfishness,
Teams
because without 60-40, you wouldn't have seen most of the guys coming back.
Let's
especially
talk
the
about
older
the
guys.
teams that came pure. Abashrechi.
Our church was not pure.
Define
They were
pure.
They
pure.
were
They were not
90-10.
pure. Define pure.
They were 9-10. 9-1, sorry.
Derek Andrew was in goal. That's pure our church.
Who was in there?
And the only game he was in goal, they lost. They had like 3 losses the entire season.
Sianga was pure.
No.
No doubt.
was not
Ocho
Sianga
is not
came
in
pure.
your year.
Oha,
Ocho is not in your
he
year.
played 2 games.
There's a time you had
all the games.
isn't it the season when they had the other Stephen man who had the who took
Who
a
knows
photo on
Yedin
video?
Shearer?
The one who took a photo on oh, it's the other season.
Who knows
Yeah,
Yedin
that's-
Shearer?
It's okay. It's
Say
okay.
it, it's okay. You won that game in the boardroom.
Only spent
You lost
3
it on
weeks
pitch.
trolling Shara FC.
With
only,
nothing.
only to discover that one of his boys didn't go to Ntare school.
The boy said the chapel is on the right when you enter the school.
Did he?
In the interview, that's what he said.
He said the
Let's
lion
just
is
not
behind the
expose the
chapel.
man, but you know what you did. You know what you did. You as
Ndio
a
am
team.
good.
Okay, carry.
Ndio am good. Thank you. 50 million budget.
Lies.
You've signed a few players.
Actually, it was 75 million.
15 players are not few.
75 plus the 15 of.
Okay, you've signed many
league.
players.
15
Let it
players.
be if you so like.
Yes.
Each player was 1 million.
There was money
Sign on.
invested
Yes,
in
awesome.
kits. People launched kits that season. Mark,
Yeah,
I'll go with you first.
Season 14 was a beautiful season. We had some outstanding new concepts produced by the kit manufacturer Avac. It was a very brilliant season. However, there was some kits that divided opinion. I don't know.
We
Which team won smartest team of the season?
Kashoro FC.
Kashoro,
Kashoro
Damutunji.
FC.
They are Mutunji.
For the second
When
time
did
in
they
a row.
launch
For
their
the second time in a row.
What? No, not in a row.
Eh,
It was the second time.
they have won
season,
smartest.
season was
They have
good.
won the
13
smartest
Shera
award.
won with our black kit.
Oh,
They have won the
Golden
smartest.
King
Thank you.
Kafunda
Hold up.
Yeah.
Kashoro
King
has won
Kafunda.
smartest kit twice.
Out
With
of
two
With
of the
no-
ugliest kits.
with
of
no
the
kit.
2 out of 3 times.
But that kit
They
was
won with
beautiful.
the
Dam-
Jumia kit
Which
The
was-
Mutunji was a
it
beauty.
had a
and the
name,
Mutunji, the
The
English.
Mutunji was a beauty.
The
Let's
Arua
agree.
Park
The
Junior
Arua,
FC.
no, it was Socanet. It was Socanet. I
Right.
think it was Socanet. It
Really?
was Socanet. That's Socanet at the back. I don't know how Kashoro keeps winning
But
these awards.
The
Let me-
Mutunji was a beauty.
Even the kit they haven't launched
The-
next season
the
probably is going
Mutunji
to
was
win.
a
Now
beauty.
let me tell you what happened with Kashoro.
Okay.
So as the season was ending, they tell guys, submit your what? Kits. Well, you're at the pitch, full kit. So we go through, we look for our kits. What? I remember we submitted ours. I was there with Bijura when we were like this.
They didn't even call us to submit.
Yourself.
I was there.
No works.
Myself, I was there.
No photo
we
shoot.
had no
Nothing.
works. We were at the pitch with Bijura. They had the guy offset with his
The one
boot.
who slapped
Okay.
the cow and it died.
Yes. We were like this. Then all these other guys
happy
put
guy.
in
Man
their
is an
kits.
icon.
So
Bijura,
the condition
Bijura.
was make sure you are at the what? At the pitch.
You are at
Whether
the
there is
pitch.
mud, what. Now, Kashoro, they call Aine, Derek, pick shots. They're like, bro, get us something. Aine, Yafuna Modo. The guy came in, he's being like this. Like this. Like this. Studio best. What?
Edited, lighting,
Detail.
Lighting was
Well
studio
zoomed.
photos.
But you guys,
Hard photos.
hardcore.
Did you
They even
see?
got some works, what? Then they
Who
submitted.
brought the works? Job King.
Deceive.
Yeah.
Said, oh, is their plug?
Yeah. They must have come
Okota
up.
J.
But they had no wags in the shoot.
They didn't need them. They didn't need them. They cartel, the Illuminati. They keep winning kit of the season. I don't know what these guys have on the league. They must have some data on the
Bootleg.
committee.
As some-
Bootlegger.
You know, as given that duty to identify judges for that kit of the season.
It was actually you.
Yeah. So I moved
So you're a
around.
traitor, we are
No,
basketball
to identify
tackles.
judges, not to nominate.
Judges, not to tell them vote this one. No. So went to basketball circles and to cricket circles and
Rugby.
to influencers on Twitter. And one of them was
Public
Jude.
figures.
One of them was Jude Mugabe. So I sent Jude 4.
Jude.
Yes. Two per team. For the 4 teams that had made it
Rita
to
wasn't
the
a
finals.
judge this time.
Did you put mine in
Styles.
She
Vidura
wasn't, she
offset?
wasn't.
Styles
That
wasn't a
wasn't
judge.
even among the ones one man submitted.
Mafia rebel.
So
I should have already reached
so I
out to
send
him.
them. I send them, and Jude shares his results first. The Mutunji is number 1.
Mutunji is number 1.
Mutunji is number 1.
Next judge.
I think Kalede was number 2.
But Kalele used their
Bootylicious.
kit barely for one game.
One game.
The bootlegger.
The bootlegger was number 3.
Honestly, look at
This is the
that kit.
keeper's replica.
How is this kit now even
Sheriff
nominated?
Such a
Report.
beauty. Guy no
Jude said Sheriff FC tried so hard.
I wish they had added a hoodie on that thing. Oh, wow. I don't know.
Because of the ropes.
But honest to God, what was that last season? How do we have very beautiful kit?
You know, I'd not paid attention to the Machando jersey, the bootlegger.
The bootlegger.
Until,
Such a beauty.
Until my brother Bino Brian called it the bootylicious. Then I concentrated. I looked at it.
Actually, very useless
Whatever
one.
booty guy.
Very bogus jersey.
Very useless.
Look,
What you're wearing?
Jide,
What you're
it's
wearing?
here.
This is a goalkeeper's kit.
Uh-huh.
The original is white.
And
now,
it's such
this
a beauty.
concept in white doesn't come out very well.
It's
This
nice in
concept
yellow.
in anything
Chikanga.
doesn't come out. Just look at it.
Chikanga.
This, the Mutunji, Kalere with their yellow pants
But
and what?
the
Thank you very
Mutunji-
much.
The ginger-
I wanted to
The
talk about
Mutunji
Kadede.
had
I wanted to
everything
talk
you should
about
have written
Kadede.
on it.
I wanted to talk about Kadede. You see, my brother of Kalede, their whole life.
It's not
style-
personal.
It's not personal, but I think their whole lifestyle rotates around TY.
No.
They look up to us.
No,
They look up to us.
No.
They cherish
No
us.
one looks up to a commoner. Please.
They
That's
enjoy.
a
Please,
fact.
withdraw.
They
That's a
enjoy
fact.
us.
Bro.
So they made the jersey.
Bro.
They made the jersey.
Bro.
And named it what? Ginger.
Nwaji.
What nonsense?
Nwaji.
Because they won in
Nwaji.
Put the ginger bridge.
Nwaji. Retract
Put the
that
ginger bridge.
statement.
But
No
when you
one
look at
looks
that
to up
jersey,
to a commoner.
when you look at that jersey, I think it's the worst jersey ever made.
Was it a
I
vac
don't know how
or
it
Vic?
made it in the top 4. I don't know how. It was a vac,
I think it was
but,
the history.
But
it was a very bogus jersey.
I need to honestly, that awards committee, they left out some beautiful kits last season. This Igishimbo was one of actually. This if this was a kit, this would have won kit of the season for me in my
It was
opinion.
such a beauty.
This
doubt, no doubt.
Igishimbo jersey, but this kit, look at how beautiful this kit is. Peach red.
You've come to put Kalango for Kabali.
No, not Kalango, not Kalango.
Which
Look,
kit
look
is
at how
this?
beautiful this kit
This
is.
is the Kabaddi
I-
brick
This
game.
is the defaulter.
The brick game.
That defaulter, the brick game, snakes and ladders.
See,
Tetris.
you see, the problem with this platform is we're dealing with people who are from the informal sector who don't understand
I have
design
brick game.
and things like that. But let's carry on.
Bro. Mpora.
The unlearned who don't know what
The
design
truth
is.
is,
No,
They
you're
can
overheating.
Kabali kit was nice.
Which one?
Two kits, home and away.
The contour, I
The
didn't
Kabali
understand
kit.
it. The
Contour.
contour, I didn't understand.
Contour.
Contour plowing.
The Tobayo was the most
Blood
beautiful
money
kit this
jersey.
season.
But guys,
Up to now.
you
Well,
mentioned
move on.
Avak, and most of the kids we name them Avak. There is a kit called Muvak
Who is Muvak
Muvak.
now?
Muvak.
Muva.
from Mungi and his
From
Abazigu
Mungi.
team.
Mungereza Richard.
They launched it when they were going to play against us.
They used the purchasing power of the
No,
Chunch to
no.
launch home and
They
away kits.
almost had a kit every weekend.
By the way, in our
Bishop's Cup kit.
in Abazubu's defense, you see, Bruno, who was formerly a Chunchu, now Abazibu,
He's now
doesn't buy those kits from Arua Park. Contrary to popular belief, he goes to China, imports those jerseys.
Lies.
So they are original Chinese.
Original Chinese
from Arua Park.
jerseys.
Is that a
Arua Park
compliment,
is
guys?
Kasas.
Original Chinese.
Turi FC.
No,
You've
China's
seen the
very
Turi
good
FC jersey?
material. That kit does not look
Have you
anything.
seen the Turi FC jersey?
And to the black thing.
Nturi, have you
Arua
seen the
Park.
Kasasi
Now
jersey?
that's
Kasasi.
Has the
Kasasi.
Now that's Arua
The
Park.
Where do
Gitenji.
people come up with these names from?
The
It's not a must
Gitenji.
to name your jersey. You can just...
I think you're the guys who named them.
What's this one called?
The
This
Gitenji.
one.
The ropes. What's it called? Son of
Terra one man.
Has no name.
Terra one
This is
man.
one of the
Terra one man. I
Phenomenal.
doubt
It
you
was
know.
called Phenomenal.
Terra Avac.
Isn't this the one called
El
Phenomenal?
Fenomeno. After Phenomenal.
Terra Avac.
Not retro.
Ronaldo Dalima, back in the
That's why they
90s.
called it
What is it
He
called?
was talking about
What's the
Kalele
kit
and
called?
The Phenomenal.
The
El
phenomenon.
Phenomenal for the 90s. So many guys don't understand.
you
What
guys are
informs
not
it?
born in the
What
90s.
informs it?
Shell
What
FC
informs
is
it?
not born in the 90s.
Who were born
There's
in
no
the
way
90s?
Jumbe Mollis can be in the 90s. Earliest is 72. Jumbe
Rabito.
Mollis.
Two pairs
Rabito.
of lungs.
1982.
The Oringo brothers.
Oringo
The
Tite.
Oringo brothers.
Oringo Tite.
1956. There's no way you can keep that guy in
Who were all
the
born
90s.
in the 90s.
Chris. When was Chris born?
97,
Chris of one. When was he born?
Chris 98. I was in charge of the IDs.
But no, let's be serious here. Let's be serious.
99, 98, 90. Then a few others like Saison of 82.
I'd forgotten even the
Psychomotor.
ultras.
Psychomotor.
Even the Shell Ultras have some.
The only person who looks young in
here
Shell FC
on his
is Emma
belt.
Fite.
No, it's just is the only one who looks.
Emma
So
looks
anyway-
like
Jesse,
a 90,
maybe.
91 born.
Mfitu Mukiza.
Yes. It's the
Mfite
youngest I
Mukiza.
think on the team. One man, Elijah, is 78.
Our boys are-
Tisianga had such a beauty of a kit, guys.
Did they launch anything this season?
No, we had a kit. I said.
For the other, we're talking
We had a
about
kit.
teams
We
that
had a
launched
kit. We had a
kits.
kit. We had a kit.
The Golden Basket.
Guys, you're forgetting.
TY,
Kajogo.
the DH.
Kajogo had 2 kits.
TY, the DH.
Kajogo's concept. That, by the way, that needs a special.
No, the DH, guys.
Those guys-
Let's talk about TY.
The one they brought on the final.
Thank you. Such a beauty of a kit.
The photos are out there. Pictures release the photos.
But was it actually
They
new?
can look at the photos.
Because it was all faded.
That they were
Was
going.
it a
They
new
were going for the
kit?
color of wood. I don't know. I don't know how wood and beans connect. Why
You
you
know, it's
Anyway,
the
those
tables
wood-
we used to sit
Anyway,
on,
it's
uh,
all
the tables
beans.
we sit on?
the
It
tables
is
and
all beans.
It's about the tables.
But
It's all beans.
Being ugly was part of the concept,
Concept is
not
there. It's
Yeah,
some
big
nice-
beans. Big beans.
beans.
the
Big
idea.
beans.
Beans.
Big
But what do you
beans.
Okay,
expect
then
from it?
execution.
Their patron is Murefu.
Murefu. Ah, no.
No! They got a new patron.
Got a new patron. Gaetano Kagwa.
Gaetano Kagwa. To do what?
Serve as patron of the team. You see, we are, by the way,
What informed your selection?
we are a very progressive team. If democracy was a
But
team,
on the shield, you draw the
would be
line.
TY. Would be TY.
On the shield, you draw the line. You progress,
Every
but
once
you
in a
can't.
while,
Okay.
we change leadership. This time we said Mrefa has served us as patron for the last 4 or 5 seasons.
Okay.
Let's look for someone new. And who better than Gaetano
To fill the
Kagwa?
bin than Gaetano Kagwa.
No, that's your word. That's your word. That's not mine. So Gaetano Kagwa is a person we felt could easily blend in with our brand, fit in the team,
No doubt.
no doubt.
What is
You're-
what is the brand? What is the Umshuma brand?
You're scaling
Anything
Oseke.
big.
Wait,
Oseke
what is their
That's
brand?
not
for the season?
What is your
Beans.
brand?
Beans.
You would rather
Anything
have Raymond Combi as your
That's a sponsor.
this
is a patron now.
ambassador. About what?
That's a sponsor. Combi is technical services.
That's why you're back
So,
to back
what
losing
was your
finalists,
best
maybe.
kit? By no, quickly, your best kit for the season.
I'll say the
Bootlegger.
this Kabali kit.
Kabali kit.
Bootlisha's
This
kit.
red
Thank
one.
you.
This red one.
I would
always.
say the Kajogo smoke black jersey,
I'll go with the
Nwaji?
Shera FC kit.
The Shera FC kit.
Yes.
but
Thank
no one
you.
goes with the Umshuma kit.
No one goes with the Mutunji.
The Mutunji, the worst kit ever. They didn't even pick up the accolade.
Guys
Putting on that.
invested. Very many things went wrong.
With their
A lot of
model.
things went right. Hits and misses. Season 14. Nwaji.
Misses.
Even first take a shot for that.
For me, the hits.
Don't
I'll,
miss the shot.
I'll mention. I don't know if I'm being selfish here,
Okay?
but the
No,
hits,
number 2.
I'll mention.
Your first miss is the obvious.
Let me first mention the hit.
Okay?
I think the TY signing of Pedro Jose.
Pedro. In his senior
You
for
know,
flag.
most of you guys called him Pedro Jose. But,
Oh, Pedro Jose.
Jose.
Pedro Jose.
Yes, it's
The number
Jose.
2.
Yes.
Not Pogba.
That boy wasn't in our plans originally.
Okay?
So he just shows up on the first game week and plays very wonderful football.
What do you
on
mean?
his own.
What do you mean just shows up? So he just came out of the blue. He was there in the compound at KQJ.
Someone told us,
Uh,
I'm getting you a boy. He knows football. I would say, nah.
so you used blood money.
It wasn't blood money. We're
Yeah.
not even focused. We didn't pay him any money. But this guy
I've
just
not
said,
talked about payment. How was he coming
this
to
guy
teach
just
you?
said,
He shows up
I'm
just
going to
associate
bring you.
with class.
This guy said, I'm just bringing you a
Who is
bowler.
this? Who is this?
We don't know his name. He
No, who
just shows
tells
up.
you I'm bringing a bowler?
The coach.
Saddam.
Macheda.
Hey, Cheddars.
Yes.
You had how many coaches?
So two coaches.
Then they got,
Four
they
coaches,
got him from
actually.
Kahaya.
We had Macheda.
You can transport for a standing league.
Saddam,
Yeah,
Kahaya.
Kahaya.
Diego.
Busheni
Dylan
says
Reed
that.
And Abraham
300k per week.
and Courage. Four coaches.
Alan.
wasn't our coach.
Okay.
So he shows up on our first game. We're playing Kadere, and he bosses that game. Emma Katarium game your age. Karium Mushaya Pedro Jose. The entire game.
Okay.
So when boys see what he has done on that day, they say, Ogumana Yargahi. Yarga Kahaya. Bushenyi.
Okay.
Bagamba. Every weekend Agumaisha.
Aya is on
Every
Kevin
weekend.
Troy's budget.
We're supposed to come twice.
Kevin Troy akagamba ati Pedro Jose and Sinzingai. Pedro Jose said transport, facilitation, accommodation
400K.
in Kampala, Yashaba 350,000 only.
The guy is like times 2.
Kevin Troy had that I'll give you 400 per week.
So earlier on you said you didn't have
blood
checks
money.
with your mind.
So-
You're
so-
bringing
Now
it.
you admit it.
It's okay.
So
It's
that's
okay. You'll
just
get
someone
used.
Start
who was
by-
impressed. Who was impressed
Where's
by
your
his
second
first
hit?
display. Second hit would be Bijirwa, Shera FC.
The legend.
Bijirwa by the way, Bijirwa by the way, I know Bijirwa from high school. Bijirwa katerin to set up yaf. No, Sunday. We have meat on Sunday.
Okay.
So the tradition was buy a bull, slaughter it,
Slaughter it.
serve it for the boys. So on that day, they brought a very rowdy bull. Guy, kita kwenda wajukome.
Chaborani.
Kita kwenda wajukome mguha. You know, utaka chazile, you have to tie it. The bull was resisting. So Bijirwa saw that from afar, Gamba. Why are you wasting your time? Bijirwa comes to that bull, gives it one slap.
Alright. Come here. Flat.
We are big people, yeah.
I'm not the only one who can tell you that story. You can, if you ask someone else, they can
Let's get
collaborate.
serious. Let's get serious.
I know Ndam.
That's Bijirwa. Now,
I know Ndam.
Bijirwa.
When I listen to him.
Bijirwa comes to
That's
Shera
a damn
FC.
script.
Bijirwa comes to Shera FC and bosses that midfield. There's a point where
No doubt he did.
Ibintu bya bire
No doubt
byanga,
he did.
ibintu bya bire
No doubt
byanga
he did.
Shera runda gore bura. Bijirwa would say, everyone
Muzombisho.
move forward.
Enyuma muhande
Enyuma
cheri.
muhande cheri.
Na Chris.
Chris now comes in to go mission sometime. But I want all of you. in
Ozoluga
front.
scored 2 goals.
You see, that time all you
Akasi
guys
kana
scored,
keeper.
I comes in commission. I want 9 people in front. Leave the behind to me.
Where is your second miss? We know that obvious, the first one. Second miss.
Second miss, I would give it to Kabadi FC. You see, Kabadi had money. They are signing a decent 40%. Decent bowlers. Yeah, you want to go 60%. Boy, in Maua.
They paid worse
Nothing.
in number 5.
Odrick.
In Maua, in a Chencha, in a Odrick.
Number
Zero
6.
ball. There's nothing you can do.
Talk
in that
about Van
60%.
Kuma.
Van Guma
There's a time
himself
Van Guma
was
himself
playing
came
six,
in. Why?
deep six,
Hey.
Maua at the point Yanoga.
and 8 of us.
Maua in 3 games, shakechwa munke mpira nkevi. Bagamba, what are we doing? Let's bring Van Guma. I can catch in chair. 8 of us. They are Tahamuchi Yachkanika. So they are 60% let them down, but they had decent buys in the 40%. That's the only miss they had.
Okay. Bino. Hits and misses.
My hits.
2 apiece.
2. The first hit is our MVP.
Okay.
Aine Derrick. When the season was starting, no one thought that he would ever play in front. But game week 1, the man comes, he's up front.
Most decorated player.
Munge's boys knows hear him, no goal. Next game, hat-trick. Another game, 2 goals. At some point in the season, guys were coming to watch Aine. I don't think we've had a player that has been as popularized as Aine was last season. Even during the season. Forget after.
What was his record? He scored like how many consecutive games?
8 games.
Is it a league record or it is?
Macheda decided to start all records from season 8 because I remember even me, I once scored in like 8-9 games in a row.
Interhouse
came
at
to the
Guys,
league.
I know. By deceive.
Season
Interhouse at
season
Ntare.
two. Season
Yeah.
two.
Interhouse for
Conte,
Africa
Conte,
has made this squad.
Conte, let me give you just a brief background. In Ibanda, I come from Ibanda. In Ryonza in Ibanda, Bufunda division. I come from Ibanda, pass through Mbarara, Diantonde, Kampala, Njakutura, Kampala. That's a long distance. I cannot come here from all that long journey by no kumbi. I cannot accept that.
No kongagwala kaziteba.
I cannot accept
Nine
that.
consecutive.
Nanakarera chapa.
Anyway, season 6
That you
were
did,
not
that you
there.
did.
Season 6 you are not
Omile
there.
Omile he's been a very
Exactly.
consistent
My
fan.
hits. So
Your hits.
Aina Derrick scored every game. Scored. So he was hit for Abashwechi and Abashwechi.
Let's go to the misses because I know the second one is the obvious.
The second hit,
It's the obvious.
unbeaten. Team going
Misses.
unbeaten.
Misses.
Misses, I would say the first miss goes to Machando.
The bootylicious.
Chandos.
Not the
bootlegger.
bootylicious. No. Their team. Releasing Blessing to go back to Abashwechi.
Albubs.
It was a
Sorry,
very
to go
big
back
miss.
to Albubs in goal.
And then they get Albiets Karuhanga.
But he's a
Defender
solid
of
player.
Champs League.
Arguably the
Around
best
Put him in
defender,
goal.
the
That is a
best
very solid centre half. I don't know
Solid.
why
Mayon
was-
Noziedem
Solid.
from the halfway line. Tausi scored the way a goal kick against
Even
him.
Tausi scored.
Actually,
Everyone.
Albert is
Whoever wanted.
testament to the fact that goalkeeping is not about hate.
But Albert used to be a keeper back in the day. Just like I used to be a player back in the day.
You know, you're a proud fan.
What are you now?
He's a fan.
Anyway, so
He loves football.
Machando release who? Blessing. They
Blessing.
put Albiets in goal, my very good friend. And then they play with their so many young boys in front. 8 midfielders with Asimwe Mose, what better Biets in
Wazee.
defense. Guys knows here them.
Team of the season.
Second miss.
Second miss, I think it has got to be TY. TY, with their arrogance, very, very good players. They have around 3 champions in the team with other teams.
No.
I don't know why they couldn't
3
use that.
champion commoners.
Decorated champions. Commoners.
Decorated commoners.
Thank you,
They are
thank
not
you, thank
champions.
you. So, with the knowledge of Kagezi, Philo, Yusuf as one, Owen, these guys have.
Nkuru Nunji, no.
No.
Nkuru Nunji
Nkuru
at
Nunji
least
is,
has been consistent. He has never. He doesn't
lost,
win
He has
finals.
lost 6 finals.
He doesn't win finals.
3 with the Bichunchu, 1 with Omujuma, 1 with Ichando in the Champs League, and in Corporate League with Housing Finance.
He also lost the pre-season tournament. There's a
Even-
pre-season
Bro.
tournament.
Those are 7.
Yeah, there's like a tournament at
Hey.
Fusion.
So
Thank you.
Omujuma go to Chigali,
Chad
and
Mu-
they are not prepared.
They said they were prepared.
Shera
Rumor has
came
it
with
in
no
their
ball.
camp.
Shera had no ball.
But in
for training.
in all their trainings, they never practice penalties.
Because the plan was kill the game by half time.
That was
Am
the
I
plan.
lying?
And here we are.
Not half time.
So
First 10 minutes.
this young man with his, the man said when the ref blows the whistle like Zakum knows the Shera. Until they found Rabito. Rabito is 42 years old. He made Pogba,
And
who is
you were
17.
saying, and you are saying
And he had
you
got
are-
a Nigos
I didn't
the night
mention
before.
Rabito,
You-
I
you-
didn't mention him earlier. Jumbe is 39, but Rabito is 42. Rabito is 42.
Conquer, let's.
Pogba is 17, but Pogba was the one marking Rabito in the final. MVP was playing number 7
Miss
and bringing,
number 2.
That is
By
number
no.
2.
That's a miss
That's
number 2.
That's my miss number.
That's
2.
your second.
Yeah.
First one was
Machando
Machando.
releasing their goalkeeper.
TY.
TY.
Van Guma. Hits and misses.
Season 14, 10 years of the Ntare Lions League. I think it would be hard to start talking about hits without just the effort each and every team put into delivering the finale in Chigali.
Thank
From
you.
the committee to all the stakeholders to all the blood money to everything. That was a really brilliant final, seamless, being hosted by President Kagame, him shaking hands with ordinary everyday people,
Like Aine Derrick.
being our buses having a lead curfew being pushed by an hour.
You taking your very first flight.
Zay.
Hey.
Should I bring
You
here
flew
my
to Kigali?
passport? Next time we'll bring my
Passport
passport and
to
I show.
Guinea. Used an ID.
Anyway, everything goes to the organization, the whole Ntare Lions League Kigali finale at the IPRC Stadium. Oh,
Hit ya
also,
kabiri, bro.
the facilities at IPRC were state of the art for
Thank
a
you.
school. My second hit last season has got to be.
Talk about the unbeaten champions, bro.
No.
Bro, we're in a chance you're Chigamba.
You-
And you did.
Okay.
My second hit of the season has got to be. It has to come from the forwards, but there's a forward in a team called Jablani, Romfield.
Wrong.
Having a debut season in the league, it's been known, culturally known, to debut in the Lions League. You always have, even your first game is always horrible. Your first season is always not the best. This man comes into the league, scores 20 goals, 21 in a debut season,
And
most
11
ever in a
assists.
season. Assists 11 times.
Again, thanks to Shoros.
Thanks to Kashoro.
Kashoro.
Yes,
Scored
yes.
6 past them.
Kabze and Job.
Job King,
Job King.
Job
Frank
King,
was in goal.
Bashakar.
Hey.
But yeah, that's
Job King
my.
is a very generous
I
man.
want this to be on record. Kabzeta kumampira.
Kabze,
Kabzeta kumampira.
he inaugural captain, champion.
Kabze inaugural captaincy.
So you
We
want to
have that
say
video. We have that
so
video.
TY is speaking from Kabze.
No. I just wanted us
Take your
to have
time.
this on record. Jango.
you know,
Kabze na inspiring.
I kick Kabze.
So is
Na
it to talk?
inspiring
Eh?
yes, TY
Takumanya
missing
mpira.
sport kicks. Van Guma.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My
Hit number 2.
no. Those have been my hits. The Chigali and Romfield. Romfield breaking records in his debut season. The sky is the limit for this
Not
young lad.
Aine Derrick for you.
Aine
But
Derrick.
wrong.
Aine Derrick for me, his achievements compared to Romfield are different. Different.
compare
ilk.
a natural goalkeeper scoring 19 goals and so many assists and so many back
I didn't
volleys.
say I had a bad season. I've just said, to me, someone debuting and being
It's
top
okay.
top 4 goals and assists.
Where are
in
you
each column.
misses? Where are you misses Van Guma?
My misses last season, number one. My number one miss last season has to be. It has to be Machando.
Chandos.
My Machando brothers, they started with so much promise. With Arinda leading that line, they showed so much promise. I remember there's even one member of ours from the Kashoro team, the Mutunji, that Illuminati team. He prophesied. He
Which
said,
guy?
I don't want them names, but they say he's a tall brown man from
Quarter G,
Masaka.
quarter G.
Quarter, full, 3/4,
Full J.
5/6, whatever you call him.
Kawo
the J.
full Jansio.
A man said after 6 Lion League games into the season that this is the greatest side he has ever watched
Never seen.
in Ntare Lions League history. We've had 14 seasons,
I was very unfortunate.
10 years.
I was very unfortunate I didn't watch that game, but I came.
It was a
after.
0-0 draw against Ishira.
I came after. I came
Boro
after.
kumbuka warjire.
So I come, and the first person I meet is Ainemo. Ainemo pulls
My
me
brother.
aside. Yes, pulls me aside and says, "Did you watch this game?"
Whatever game.
I said no. He said, "I'm feeling sorry for you guys. I do not think.
Guys forgot it was just adrenaline. You
I
see,
do not think you can beat any of these
when
two teams
when
that we're
when
playing today."
weaker team is playing a strong team and they happen to get like a red card or something, they put in more effort. So they looked good, like they were attacking and what, but eventually
Okay.
Ainemo told me that even with a red card, Machando was the best.
now that
team
we're
of the
even
day.
talking about Kashoro and their season and what, I
Eh.
remembered something
Eh.
that some guy said. You know, when the season was starting, the Aines and what were scaring us that they are going to bring back their original boys. Mboma,
Mboma.
They
Ndiefi,
just started threatening us with that AFCON legends.
Mobayo Morris, who then some guy said towards the end, Kashoro promised us in the Ndiefi, Mboma, all those Cameroonian names,
Only two.
but later Akiki and Popo. Just gave up.
International champions were
Can we respect our smartest team? Have some respect for our smartest team. The Mutunji.
Whatever.
number 2.
Whatever.
I'll
A
come
kick.
back.
My miss.
A kick carry on nonsense. Which brings us back to my point. A kick takuma mpira. Kabisa takuma mpira.
My miss number 2.
Miss number 2.
It has to go to a team as well. He mentioned T.Y. Omujuma. I don't want to expound more on that, but the amount of talent they had and the amount of talent they hoarded using their blood money of King Abba. There is a man on this man's sleeve. There's a company there. We will not mention it, but I had it injected some good funds for the season. Kevin Trollable, that man, the man. I don't know. All of a sudden they brought who was a patron, Gaetano Kagwa. How many people get to have such ilk of personalities? But that was a good move. But the miss was underestimation of your finalists. You're playing your second final ever. You're playing 2-time champions at the time who are going for their 5th final. Just take it easy, play a normal game.
All their finals on penalties.
3rd minute of the game, Kagezi is sending a long ball on a flat surface. A surface which is meant for bowlers
Give
to pass
credit
the
to the
ball.
opponent for squeezing them.
Anyway, they will go down. That will be their last final they ever play. That is T.Y. Omujuma for you.
No, say it again. It will be.
That is the last final T.Y. Omujuma is going to play. Which final are they going to play? Fort Portal? Dar es Salaam?
You see,
Are we
there's
Are they
As a
going to play in
beach,
Scotland
as a
when we
beach,
fly to Crichton's home?
for
As a
you see,
beach.
the next venue we're going to for the final is for TY Porto.
For T.Y.
I won't say
Fort-
anything on
Fort-
camera.
The word
I have
Fort-
experience.
But
Yeah,
for
Fort-
T.Y. Portal.
That Fort.
Yes.
Fort Y enjoy who I am head out. What TY?
Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Yes.
Give me your team of the season straight.
Last season's team of the season.
Team of
Season
the season.
14.
Your selection.
This team is so easy to make because
Okay.
the people who
Who is in
deserve
goal?
to be. Number one, I'll start with the formation.
Who is in goal? Okay.
I'll have a 2-4-3 formation. We play 10 aside. I'll play 2-4-3.
Yes.
2 in defense.
Yeah, because I don't need a third person
The
in my
keeper is
defense when I
obvious,
have my
eh?
2 members
The
behind.
keeper is obvious.
My keeper goes to Olugai Brian. That man was outstanding.
Tick.
Yeah, but special shout out to Blessed of Abashresh. That man showed Machando what they missed. Actually, Machando could have really actually gone for the final. Could have maybe put up a better fight if they had him in goal.
Maybe not.
Deceive.
I go to my back too.
Okay.
There's only 2 people who were outstanding last season. There is
Who was-
Are you going to be on record saying Maua was not outstanding last season?
Maua played this season. And he's a very good player. He's a very good player in the bad team.
What's Maua's
Give me
real
your
name?
team. Give me your
What's
team.
his real name?
Maua no with Gerard. Do you know that?
You can't be Gerard.
Do you know
That
that?
is solid.
You're
I don't know what-
Let me first tell you something. When I was still facilities manager of the league, so you know, service providers had to go through me to come to the league. So I received a call on a random Friday. Someone says, hey, no Gerard, no Gambachi. Hey, this is Gerard.
What's Gerard Doha?
Gerard Doha. So he mentions the other name. I've forgotten it. What's his-
Nomwesiga.
I still couldn't get. So I just no asakwa no manyanka maua nika I can't talk manyanga maua no mweta Gerard.
Kanaenda kuleta popcorn. Kama contract.
Muchawe naenda kuleta but can't talk manyangu in
How do you
any
listen to this man and just talking
We're on
nonsense?
serious things.
Gerard is a very top player, top lad, very good
But not in the
person.
team of the
He's not in my team of the
Should not make
season.
it
My 2 centre backs this season. Number 1 has to go to the man with 1 name. Chris. Chris has been the team of the season.
Thank you.
1 name, he has never played in Ntare, he has no ID, no, is Chris. That is it. Number 2
The man is called
has
Chris
to be
Such.
the most hardness, the vice captain of our select. By the way, we're the coaches of the select team.
Select team coaches to lose a select game.
exactly.
Yeah, because
Mumbi had never.
we up the
Cheetahs
competition.
had never.
You can't be calling
Depends
farmers
on,
and mechanics.
Shane
Depends on
veterans,
who-
but Shane
Wanda,
veterans
Hussein
Kabanozia.
Ushani
Hussein
Vet is
Vet.
playing in
who
the
had
big
played,
league.
who had played that level of
No one had
competition?
ever played a big league team.
When the players were Premier League,
You have
They
money
were
in the
not
shower.
available that
it's
day.
no issue.
You have big league players.
Speaking of players like that, but we'll get to that. My second player is Bikachomia Charles.
Kachomia.
The things
No
he does
doubt.
for this Abashwechi
No
team,
doubt.
he
13
made
The
two-
man
assists.
made two
13
more
he
look.
made Toom look
Like
like a
prime
capable player.
13
I agree with
assists.
you.
13 assists from centre back. Who does that? We go to my midfield 4. Honestly, this is a beast of a midfield. You have Bijiro at the base. I have MVP and Kagezi.
Thank you.
And I have Oshava Marvin.
Thank you.
Bringing my creative. That is my 4 midfield. My front 3, I would have to go with the 2 outstanding strikers. Pick shots, Aine Derrick and and Romfield of Jablani. The man,
Former
Would you
Jablani.
add?
former Jablani, he
I
has been
don't-
signed already.
I don't think he's
He's going
staying.
to Shara.
Ha.
Where is he going?
Omwana kamutwala
You-
foot kota kamja tunoke
Wait
barinki
for the
ninga
news.
Benz.
Shy. There is someone who had a really good season last season, but was overshadowed by people's exploits. There's another brown man, the brother of that Kashoro
Dakota
man.
J.
Yeah, he's called Cero Charles in
Charlie
Kachanchali. He
did
had a
well.
very, very top season.
Charlie
He had
did
9
well.
goals and 7 assists off the back of a season of 0 goals and 0 assists. The season 13
From
before.
Charlie, that's outstanding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Charlie-
the
He did
very,
well,
very.
he
He
did
led
well,
the
he did well.
Kachanchali fight. They pushed hard this season. They
And
just
scored some wonder strikes.
Yeah, and maybe next
against
season-
you guys, against TY, against some other teams.
Small,
But
small header.
some nice goals.
that goal wasn't recorded, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Header na nyene.
Yeah,
He
but
did
that
not
was
stay.
my team of the
Is that
season.
not stable?
Kaza ngateba ho volley. So small headers.
Your team of the season.
I'd have Karuhanga in goal.
Albert.
You man.
Karuhanga Machanga.
Team, we have not started
Prepared
yet.
for this. I
Yet-
prepared for this.
yet team of
Albert.
the season.
Team yanje of the season ejo nija nchahandikire ndikumanya nti
Made research.
I've made research. I've
You come
Karuhanga.
with knowledge.
Yes, I've Karuhanga in number 1.
Okay.
Omwo muri ibiri yanje omwo nemu Oscar Twesi. Jablani
In
FC.
a prophet.
In a prophet. Very brilliant bowler.
We need to be serious.
Yeah.
Brian Zibo.
Left back.
Ajogo FC.
Come see me, Brian.
Comes in a brand. Zibon paints. Ha gata. Flat Gilbert na Maua. Whoas of Kabadi FC, Flat Gilbert of Mugudu FC.
Mugudu.
How midfield yanje? I have 3 people. Mark Jim, Chisanga FC,
Where did you get this team from?
Job
This
King,
former MVP
Job
by the
King,
two
Kashoro FC,
He did well.
Job
did
King,
How?
and Daddy
We
Bad.
lost 2 balls.
Daddy Bad. Habu ni mugitari ya washatao.
3 own goals.
Abu, Job,
They know me
Na
sharp.
Mark Jim.
On my strike
Misho.
force. On my strike force, in the whole Abbott to FC
Ichuli,
and
Chuli.
Patel Bonshe FC.
Patel.
Patel scored 1,292 goals
Omkarere.
in Ntare.
Ntare.
Kuyabira banatambura yareba nk'akadankara
This is-
aronka amabara abiri hariya akatera karaho abara
That's
goals.
usually good.
Forgot BA on your team.
Mentions. Agamba. Decent mentions in my team.
Who misses out?
BA.
B.
Shimba FC.
Shimba FC.
SC Shimba.
He
And
played
Burnett.
one.
Burnett SC Shimba. Bakawareta. No, do you know how
But
England? Do you know how England fielded Sancho and Rashford at the final of Euros?
Yeah.
To score penalties.
Kawareta mwaheze chenda ziyonzuwa. Tero wina.
Nkati wewe kuyaresere Sami.
Ngokushimba yaresile BA na Burnett. Sancho na Rashford bikamwona wa captain. That's
Ari
how
mukabatera
BS.
zinga.
That's how BS.
Mukabatera zinga.
Goli tano za
Kungawa
Uganda.
touch team of the season.
Goli tano za Uganda.
Ninga Biet.
What team is that?
That is the
Yeah,
Jets
but
team
yes.
really. It
That's
cannot
the
be.
Jets
It
team.
cannot
Team
be
of the
Yes.
season. Most times you've said select A versus select B. Twena mwisho mtemu select versus B.
So that is your team that you want to
Very key.
play
This is
Who
the
is
against.
on
team
the
I want to
touchline?
field.
Who is on the
This is the field I want to
touchline?
field.
Who is on the touchline?
Saddam.
Touchline yanze
Has to be
ya
Saddam.
squad. No, it can't be Saddam.
Oh.
Derrick
It
Andre.
can't be Saddam. Has to be Derrick Andrew.
Derrick Andrew who took Abashwechi to
Cliff.
4th place.
Cliff. Cliff.
4-4-2 last season.
Cliff.
But Cliff
Cliff.
got
Cliff on the touchline.
Cliff started bad, but as the season went
Cliff
on,
is a coach for 3 teams in the league.
No.
Kachanchari
Shaka
No,
was
Kachanchari ni
Shaka.
wagu plug.
and Machando.
Shaka
Machando ni sporting director.
Connie. Shaka is unbeaten in 2024.
8
Do you know
games
that?
No,
played.
no.
Oh.
Unbeaten in 2024.
8 games played. Watch
So
out for them next season.
Cliff is on your touchline. Who was on your touchline?
My touchline this season. I'll have to give it to the invincible ABK.
Avak.
The man did his thing.
By now, Brian.
Yes,
Team of the season.
my team of the season. It was a hard one to make, but
Okay.
And please be serious because
I had
we
to
just wasted.
come
yes.
to a conclusion that this has to be the team of the season. In my goal, I'll have Olugai Brian Wilson.
No doubt.
I'll play 3-3-3.
Okay.
Then on the right side of defense, I'll have Nazil Biemide.
For the throw-ins.
No, for the game that he was
For
playing.
the throw-ins.
Once in a while, a few throw-ins. Yeah, team of the season. Left back, I'll
Na
put
bench.
old man
Na bench.
Alishe. Na bench, the man played some games. Alishe Albert kugumisiriza romance.
Arishu.
Alishu. No.
Alishu.
Alishe had only one red card and he was off pitch.
That was good for him.
Then in central defense, I'll have Chris Batensachi, the man
Chris.
with two names. Our
Chris.
OG
With one name.
went
With
to
one name.
Ntare
As
School
if a Brazilian,
name.
for
Chris.
so many years. We were
Machandeka
together.
Ntare
I'll bring you
Yambuza.
the
Iwe. No manya Chris.
Shara book. Then, Team Mwajhul. In midfield,
Okay.
I'll have Bijura. Robert, offset. Then, to his right, I'll have Rabito. I've forgotten his real name. What's his real name?
Douglas.
Douglas
Dagi,
Nwamanya.
Dagi,
Rabito
42
Mamata
year old.
Douglas.
Nwamanya Douglas.
Could never guess
To his
that.
left, there will be the one and only, the Omujuma Slayer, Oringo Tite.
Konkoro muno.
Peter Oringo.
Who
Mwenye
are you
mbaletera
not
team
team
of the
nation?
season.
Who
This is
are
the
you
team
not
of
team
the
nation?
season.
This cannot be team of the season.
Why not?
Okay. I'm patient.
Right in front of them, Omuchina. We have Oshaba Marvin, Express Uganda Cranes, Europe.
He passes. Good pick. Good pick.
The other two will have one man Elijah and Namanya Owen as their captain. Touchline, there
What
is
nonsense
Amara Bill Kevin with his technical director by name Brian.
It's season about technical director. You are not a baller.
Stroke player. So that team is the team of the season. There is no way you can
For
go
you.
unbeaten. 20 games. And then you're not the team of the season. How?
I don't think that's how team of the season works, but
You put yours and we see
whatever,
if it will beat it. Did it beat it last season?
whatever helps you sleep
So it
at
is
night.
another pick wasted. He wasted his. I think we buy your team.
Thank you.
That is the team of the season.
I didn't
Okay.
waste mine.
Guys, I want to shout out once again to Pick Shots. My guy that made this happen.
Online
Chopper.
Chupa,
Online Chopper.
We
My guys
appreciate.
on the camera.
Deep End.
Deep and Media.
and Media.
Doing a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look out to the next podcast as we head to Chigali. But before we go, this is the only opportunity we have for my guy to get to the shield. Who gives it to him? Who takes the honors? You need to touch the. Oh, you've been seated next to us.
Njikwateo.
Jikwate. Unganye ndajirwa jikwa.
Tinkawasa kujea.
Ajirwa jikwa. You take a shot with it.
You can give
feel
it to him.
You feel it.
Why? Why does he get the honors? Why?
Please. It's an
No, no,
opportunity.
I can't,
It's
I
an
can't.
opportunity. Please.
can't.
Please.
This one is season
What
7
that
champion.
is?
From season 7, we're on season 15.
Kwataha bro.
You a season what champion?
Raising a shanko wa jangura.
No, that
Just
one.
raise it.
Season-
Raise it.
And
Raise it.
remember,
Raise it.
remember Mark
Remember
said you'll
Kabadi
never make it to the final.
Final is
Ngamba
Simba
Kabadi
Bahandi
FC.
Kenyuma.
Najua ningamba Kabadi FC. Season 7 champion. Is it?
Right in the middle, in the money spot. That's
7
called the
champion.
money spot.
Right after
On the
season
G
7.
spot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kabadi can never smell this shield again.
It's
Ati
okay.
raising and go at
It's
singa.
okay, but has been smelled.
This is memorable. This is for you. Ojangu.
Now, this picture was taken next year in Fort Porto.
You don't even
Not
know.
Zanzibar.
Final Fort Porto, guys.
Ah.
Final Fort Porto. So this picture was taken next year.
Anyway,
Fort Porto. Was the shield. Because TY never the same.
you are proud.
Good luck, you can give me back
associate.
my property now.
Pogba.
Anyway, you stay a commoner. You stay a commoner nonetheless. Guys, till next time. Catch you.